Of course, I'm very happy and thankful for what's happening and for them, you know, because I make films. I don't make films for myself. I make films for them to be seen, for them to be supported. For maybe I'm a little bit naive in my way of thinking, but I want to be able maybe to change something. And even if I don't achieve anything, or even if I don't change anything, at least I know that I have tried. And it's really the people who are helping me do this, you know. Because I think we all share the same feeling of we want to be in peace. Even if, you know, some countries do not live an actual war with weapons and arms, but they are living a war between human beings, because there's a lot of animosity between people. People are scared of each other. People are, and it's by, you know, waking up through maybe a film or through a book or through art in general or through a work of art that, you know, I think it's talking to people much easier. It's becoming more and more accessible. So I do think that, you know, social media is playing a very big part in that, you know, and how people share information and share ideas. It's playing a big part in that. And, you know, I think, yes, we, you know, together we can achieve things. And, you know, it's really what's happening around us, what's happening in the Arab world, you know, the Arab Spring, and everything that's happening that is a real proof that together we can change things. The idea came when, you know, some political events led people to take weapons in Lebanon and to go to the streets again, and this happened over hours. And I did think then, because I was pregnant, you know, I did think of this human being that was going to be born, and what kind of a society, of a world is this where everything is a reason for people to take weapons and, you know, start killing each other. And I do think we have a responsibility. And I thought, you know, what if my son was now, you know, a young man, 18, 19, 20 years old young man, and he is, you know, he was tempted, like the others, to go to the street and, you know, take a weapon because he felt the need to defend, you know, his ideas or the building that he lives in or his neighborhood. What if I was in that situation? What would I do as a mother, and how far would I go to stop him from taking a weapon and going down to the street and killing, you know, himself or killing somebody else? And that's how it started. I am aware of my responsibility as a mother and as a woman in this world, and I know that I can do something. I can change something. I can maybe educate differently. I can change, I can propose an alternative way of thinking. I can change the way, you know, the next generation thinks. And if, you know, each one of us as women and as mother can think this way, we can make a change. It starts by us. It starts by what we tell our children, in which way, what, you know, how do we educate them? How do we make them think? How can we direct their thinking in an alternative way of thinking, in a new way of thinking? And I think we do have a big responsibility in that. And if each one of us is aware of this responsibility, we can make a big change in this world. And I am aware of this responsibility, and now I sleep better thinking that at least I tried to change something. I don't like to give advices because, you know, each one has a different adventure, and it's easy to say, you know, it's just easy to say work hard and believe in your dreams. You know, a lot of people work hard and believe in their dreams, but, you know, it's difficult. It's not an easy job. But I think that when filmmaking becomes a need for you, when you make a film, it becomes a need for you to express yourself or to say something deep down that you cannot say differently. you can achieve things. I think you have to work hard, of course, very hard, and you really have to believe in your aim, believe in your dream, in what you want to do, and know what you want. And you can make it, because filmmaking is you know, it doesn't always have to be very big. It doesn't always have to involve a lot of people. It doesn't always have to involve a lot of money. You know, you can make films with your phone. You can make films with you know, all what's happening around us. You can make films with 2 or 3 people as a crew. It is possible, but you just have to know what you want and really believe in it. The film has to go on beyond, you know, the film itself. It has to, and when you tell me this, you know, I'm very happy, because this was part of my mission, for it to be shown to the next generations, to younger generations, you know, for them to be able to watch this. And maybe, anyway, this film is intended as a message to my son. He's now 3 years old. And I hope that, you know, one day he will watch this film when he, you know, is old enough to understand it, and you know, and know what was my intention, and understand the absurdity of conflicts, and the absurdity of wars, and the absurdity of, most of the time, of how we deal with them, how we deal with these conflicts. And so, yes, when you tell me this, I'm very happy to know that it is, you know, happening. It is actually what I dreamt of doing is actually happening, and people are actually screening it in schools, in universities, to young, you know, people, to, you know, to educate, not to educate them, but, you know, to make them aware of what's happening and of the absurdity of these conflicts. So yes, I'm happy.